Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion channel. In this video, we're going to talk about overeating. Guys, overeating is such a serious problem for people that come to the vegan diet. When I first came to the vegan diet, it was about 6 years ago, and my memories of coming to the vegan diet was Freely the Banana Girl and watching her videos and her saying, eat as much as you want, eat as much as you can, cram it in. That was what the message was. And it was like, okay, yeah, there's a lot of videos out like that, of people overeating and stuffing themselves, coming to the vegan diet. Oh, I'm a vegan, I can eat as much as I want now, I'm not eating oil, and you can eat as much starch-based food and blah 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 as you want. And it's the same with raw food. You can eat tons of raw food and not gain any weight. And guys, that's amazing. But there's one problem with that. When you start overeating and you start shoving all of that food in your colon, it can cause worse problems. Like, one of the things I realized when I quit eating meat, I quit eating dairy. And when I quit the dairy from my diet, the inflammation within my body just went down so much. Like, I could eat so much better. My body was just amazing at how much energy. For the first time in like 5 years, I was able to run again. I was able to do exercises that I couldn't do before, all because of this toxic garbage that I had been putting in my body for too long. And so that being said, as far as the vegan lifestyle goes, it is, a lot of people are giving up on being vegan. And I've watched these people, and I'm not going to say any names because, it is what it is. But these people that go on the carnivore diet after being vegan for so many years, you can watch their videos and you can clearly see they had an overeating problem. Like, they would just, the things that they would talk about in their videos, you could clearly see a repeated pattern of overeating in their diet. Like, they had a problem, which most people do that go to the vegan diet, because there's all of this stuff out there that says don't take supplements, all you need is B12, D3, blah blah blah. Don't take any supplements on the vegan diet. You don't need vitamins, you don't need nuts, seeds, you just need starch and blah blah blah. I mean, there's so much information out there. It is mind-boggling and bombarding for someone that comes to the vegan lifestyle, especially if you have no knowledge of nutrition and you're just doing what all of these videos tell you to do. You have to do the research yourself. You need to read as many books as you possibly can, and you need to educate yourself. And the standard American diet and the FDA, all of their guidelines and nutrition information, you're set up for destruction, because basically their whole goal and agenda is to kill you off at 65 so they don't have to pay your health care benefits and social security medicine and all that stuff. So, that's their whole goal and plan. So I really don't think I would take any advice that the government has to tell you on how to eat. You better figure it out for yourself, because they're just basically going by all of the standard protocols that they have to deal with massive amounts of people. And that's just not the way to go, people. That's not going to do it. And I missed the turnoff. Every time I do a video, I always miss the turnoff. It's like, okay, sometimes multitasking is not such a great idea, but the reason I'm doing this is because I know that I'll lose this train of thought on overeating. And the thing about overeating, guys, is, eating and you're trying to fill a void, whether it's a social thing, whether it's just an emotional thing. I mean, there's so many reasons that you can overeat. Just because your stomach says you're hungry, or it's the time of the day when everybody else is eating, so you think, oh, I need to eat, you know. But guys, those types of eating patterns will mess you up. And so you have to get to the root of the problem, and that is make a plan. Make a plan and stick to it. Figure out how much your body needs to eat, fast, and you know, pray. Really pray and think about your eating, and be consciously aware of why you are eating. Are you eating just because, you know, it's just because you've got... My biggest problem that I do is I will eat because I'll have bought maybe too much produce or something, and I will eat because I don't want it to go to waste. And I have found myself time and time again going into a destructive mode very easily by doing that. So you got to be careful there as well. But you know, but when you overeat and you're constantly putting all of this food into your body, and let's say you just keep shoveling it in and you don't go to the bathroom, well, the colon fills up with all of that food, and you just keep shoving it in. Let's say you're stressed, or maybe you have a weak colon that doesn't work the way it's supposed to. And so all of this food going into the colon, stretching it, you know, causing chronic inflammation within the body. And, you know, and then you just keep cramming the food in, thinking, oh, I'm going to keep working out. I'm going to keep cramming the food in, whatever. Guys, that's a recipe for disaster. It truly is. That is what is causing all of Crohn's disease and these bowel disorders and all this stuff. People just keep cramming the food in, thinking that it's going to help their bodies, because you know they think, wow, you know, I'm going to just keep cramming the food in because I'm obviously nutrition deficient. But when there's pain present, guys, you need to stop eating. You need to stop eating if it's painful when you're going to go do number 2, or if it's painful when you eat. Try just cutting back on your food, and maybe for a couple of days just don't eat. If you know, don't eat, and then try a smoothie, a healthy smoothie, and see how your body reacts. And if you're still experiencing pain, back off. Eat smaller amounts. And I know it's hard when you're hungry or when you think you're hungry, but sometimes you can gain weight by not eating anything. And that's the crazy thing that I've experienced is, you know, sometimes because your body is actually able to assimilate the food, and you just start to feel better and your body starts to work the way it's supposed to. You know, fasting has been a thing in the Bible that people have done for years for spiritual reasons. But spiritually being healthy, you know, is another thing. You know, being healthy is going to allow you to be more spiritual as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video helps you out, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.